Nelson Mandela was very famous for inviting business leaders to join him on world stages, and he would at some point in the proceedings, and they came to expect it, say, and Mr. Ackerman is going to donate money for a school, and the hapless business leader would simply have to nod and smile and accept the challenge from Nelson Mandela in those days. Well, I wonder if Greg Solomon felt the same when he was dragged onto the stage at Cyril Ramaphosa's big investment conference last year in Sandton, where he was invited to up the ante in terms of McDonald's investment in this country. Did you feel a little bit like those chief executives of days gone by with the Nelson Mandela Hospital pass to say, "You're on my team, aren't you, buddy?"
Not really, because we've already got that vision. We already feel that South Africa is really good for us. At that point in time, I made a R3 billion commitment that McDonald's would spend R3 billion.
Over what time?
Over 5 years.
And how much had you before that investment conference intended to spend anyway? Was this a new commitment of capital?
You stretched us a bit by about R500 million, but we were already halfway there. And I'm pleased to say that 2018 was great. 2019 looks really good. February 2019 looks absolutely fantastic, Bruce. And by the end of 2019, I think we'll be a third of our way to meet that commitment that we pushed out to the president.
What gives you the confidence to invest in South Africa at a time where super rich people are either taking their money out or taking their families out or emigrating their assets out of the country, and we're going around the world telling foreign investors you need to bring $100 billion into our country in foreign investment? And we send the likes of Trevor Manuel and Jacko Marie off to go and face people in boardrooms after the sort of budget we had in February, which basically said we've got too much debt, we spend too much money, and we're in big financial trouble.
It's top-line growth. I mean, if you're getting top-line growth and you're getting customers that are coming into your business, you're doing something right. And if you're getting customers into your business, you're offering them value, you're offering something that's really tasty, you're transforming your brand into a brand that they trust. Very important. I always ask my team, if we didn't sell hamburgers, what would we be known for? And it's trust, it's doing good, it's about inspiring our young people. We employ 12,000 people. We train 1,600 people every single year. The next Greg Solomon's going to come from these restaurants, and I'm really proud of the talent. So there's a lot of really good things we're doing, and the customers are rewarding us. We plonk another McDonald's somewhere in the trading area, and it comes out of the block serving 30,000, 40,000 customers, I want to make another investment.
But what gives you the confidence to keep on doing it in an environment where so many other South Africans have lost confidence not only in the country but in themselves?
Well, we're increasing market share, and we're profitable, and our shareholders are smiling at the moment. So, when those equations work and you're making money and your customers are liking you, your shareholders are liking you, the banks like you too, and they give you more money.
And that's a rare thing in South Africa, because we see many of your competitors try to take their businesses elsewhere in the world, and some have got stung quite badly, who are not doing the same kind of investment, who are talking down South Africa's prospects. Baskin & Robbins is leaving. We have seen Dunkin' Donuts announce that they're going to be going as well, and that's from the same stable as your global rival, Burger King. They're staying in South Africa at the moment, but they don't feel that confident in the outlook for the country either.
Well, I can't speak for them, but I think, Bruce, comes back to your first question. You've got to get your offering right. You've got to be doing something right. You've got to see the opportunity amongst the cloudy environment that we currently live in. And at the end of the day, we still got 55 plus odd million people to feed in this country, and we're transforming our organisation.
Not everybody, though, can afford $50 a day to go to a McDonald's. I mean, we've got
10%.
We've got a country. We've got a country which is the most unequal in the world, which is a deeply unfair society. I mean, you're tapping that part of the market. How deep is that part of the market?
Well, we certainly don't want to tap the top 10%. Well, certainly we welcome them to McDonald's. But over the last 10 years, we've built this business on the big middle class and the growing middle class. And that's why we can go into markets like we've mentioned before. But again, it comes down to, let's talk really. We serve food. We're a hamburger company. And we've transformed our taste to local tastes, to better types of tastes. Our coffee brand is already 5% of our business. Our delivery brand is 10% of our business. Our overnight brand is 4.5% of our business. So we've been able to be much more holistic in our approach. 73% of our restaurants 24/7.
What is that like, running a 24/7 business in South Africa, cash business, vulnerable in the early hours of the morning, vulnerable in the middle of the day, for goodness sake, but vulnerable at the best of times in a country like South Africa?
I would say it's daunting, rewarding, but you have to be brave. And I think we've just been braver. I think maybe my colleagues out there or other retailers have just been sitting on their hands and saying, we'll wait. I was speaking to a property developer yesterday and he said, but Greg, we're on a dime. The economy can shift on a dime. And I'm saying, but be that dime. Don't wait for something to shift.
Everybody seems to be waiting for everybody else.
Well, we're not. We're seeing the opportunity. And can you imagine if every business would be positive and say, let's invest into the economy. Let's see the potential versus the negative opportunity that's been happening. I'm saying to everybody else, or certainly I'm saying that to my colleagues, my exco, my shareholders, we're not waiting. We're running forward because we can see the opportunity.
How big a bet do you think you're taking? I mean, you're 273 restaurants now. By this time next year, you'll have more than 300 probably. What happens if it doesn't fix? What happens if the election goes badly? What happens if the politics changes? What happens if? That's the thing that is holding back so many people, is the uncertainty.
I guess that we've never taken a one-year view. We're not even looking at the elections. So it's not even for us. We're taking a 5-year view. The elections is going to go up or down in our lives. But if you're going to make an investment in the business, certainly if you're going to make a 3 billion rand investment on behalf of your shareholders in the business, you're not worried about the elections in 2019. You're worried about 2025 and how sustainable your business is going to be.
How sustainable is this business?
It's strong. It's strong, it's profitable. Our franchisees are very, very happy at this point in time. And return on investments over 20% for the organisation, for our shareholders and for our franchisees.
Greg Solomon is the Managing Director of McDonald's in South Africa, wrapping up this discussion on taking stock in just a moment.